Go, what's up, bro?
Yes, sir. How we doing, Rome?
Good, how you doing? I
I'm
appreciate
good.
you for
I'm
taking
good,
time.
brother. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you for being on my show.
No doubt. Happy Sunday, man.
Happy Sunday, bro. For the people on my platform that don't know, you want to tell them about you and your brand?
Yeah, man. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday evening. Oh snap! What's up, ball with Coach K? Walk with anime in the building. Brother Charles is up in here. What's up, Steven Johnson? My name is Jay Cabrera, pop R&B singer, songwriter, artist, repping Toronto and Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, by way of New York City. Um, Man, what's going on? It's been a busy year. Dropped 5 singles this year. Also, creator and host of the Friday Night Hour with Jay Instagram live stream series. We are 83 weeks deep now. Basically, it's you know a way for me to show my love and support to my fellow indie artists and creatives out there. Basically, we chat it up. We talk about music. We talk about life, their journey. Depending where they are in their journey, advice we can give to other independent artists and creatives, and we just kind of have a free flow combo. And then wherever it goes, it goes. But for me, the most important thing about doing that is keeping things natural and organic, not so staged. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just because for me, I just like the sort of natural ebb and flow of things. I feel like that's how we get to know them on a more human level. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah,
Got a lot
man.
going on.
I know. So I got that going. So 5 single drops this year: Turbulence, 5950, Love Tomorrow, Gravity, and a song called Lounge Americano, collab with Toronto producer by the name of CVP Futuristic BX. So yeah, it's been it's been a crazy 2021 for sure. More to come in 2022.
Definitely. What was it that inspired you to do what you do?
Just the love for it, man. There's something about and I always talk about it with a fellow artist, is when you have a passion for something, right? And there's a genuine love for what you do. Like it's not really work. It's just something that you enjoy, right? And for me, I enjoy doing it. I've been honestly writing, recording since 2000, so over 20 years now, right? And it really hasn't been until the last, I would say, probably 4 or 5 years where there's been traction, and things are starting to have some kind of movement, right? And a lot of young artists that ask questions about the music industry and music business and whatnot. Nothing happens overnight, even though it seems like sometimes artists pop up and you're like, they came out of nowhere. But that moment in time where they're coming out of nowhere, that's like 10 years, 10 to 15 years in the making. You know what
Right.
I mean? So you gotta stay consistent. You have to love it. You have to have that passion for it to keep going, because it's not easy. What's up, Karen Ritchie? Phil Cook in the building. Now, we got a lot of people popping up in here. Dagada with the quadruple A's. Yeah, platform for new and upcoming artists. Yes, definitely. I try and and show love again to fellow indie artists and creatives out there, because it's a daily grind, man, and it's not easy for independent artists to get their music heard, to get their music into ears, right? So whatever I can do, my little platform to help, that's enough for me. That's priceless for me. Like, you can't put a dollar amount on that.
Right. And a lot of people aren't willing to like help other people out and like network together.
It's crazy. It's wild, because we're all in the same boat. So it's better. There's strength in numbers. Like, why try and do it solo when
Right.
you can have, like, two, three, four, five, 10, 20, 100 people behind your back, like, helping push you along, man. 100 is more better than one.
Right. So
So
as far as your brand, is it just you or you got a team with you?
it's mainly just me, but I shout out to my manager, CJ Allen. Follow him, real CJ Allen, up here in Canada. He definitely is a good guide, good sounding board to you know, when I'm thinking of ideas and stuff, he's definitely a great a sounding board, you know, to kind of run ideas by and help shape some of those ideas as well. Kind of you know, bring things up that I might not be thinking of. But he was definitely a big part of the plan for this year with the single releases and really pushing forward with Friday Night Hour with Jay. Actually, come 2022, starting in January, we're going to launch Friday Night Hour with Jay on internet radio, on iHeartRadio and TuneIn, on Indie 101.5 FM. And then Monday through Thursday, we're going to rock Indie Vibin' with Jay, midnight to 2 a.m., just independent music.
Working, bro, working.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm trying to do what I can to help everybody out, you know?
Yeah. What's you record every day? Because you always got some work coming up.
Yeah. It depends, man. Fridays for sure. Fridays you'll always find me on Instagram, Friday Night Hour with Jay, midnight to 2 a.m. Usually I'll have two guests on, independent artist, creative, filmmaker, actor, whatever, you know, whatever it may be. But we try and keep it fun and light, like I said. And then during the week, depending on how I'm feeling, at least 2 to 3 times a week, I do what's called Midnight Vibing with Jay. So it's 2 hours, midnight to 2 a.m. You know, I'll sing some of my stuff, do some covers. It, you know, depends on the theme of the night too, like what I'm feeling that night. So some nights I'm feeling like maybe I'll do a little 90s R&B, or if it's like, you know, like boy band stuff, or like 80s, or maybe we'll do a little 2000s rock. Like it just depends, right? But like this past week, you know, I threw in, you know, we're in December now, so it's holiday time, right? So, you know, throw a couple of holiday songs in there just to get the holiday vibe going. But what's more important for me is when I do these lives is have the viewers participate, have them engage and feel like they're a part of it. You know what I mean? Just because sometimes you're watching these lives and you're just watching, like there's no, like you can't, or you might put a comment in, but no one says anything to your comment. Like they don't acknowledge that you're actually participating, right? And for me, I'm like, yo, right now, I mean, like, you know, whoever's in here watching us, and there's a bunch of people I know, like you could be anywhere, but you're here hanging out with us. So it's like, yo, you're giving us your time, right? And time is important because, you know, time is something you can't get back. So I appreciate people just taking this time to hang. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that means a lot. That speaks volumes, and I'm grateful, and I'm super appreciative of the viewers and the fans that tune in every time I go live. So I appreciate you all for sure.
Definitely. A lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody on here.
Hell yeah. Let me see who's in here. Let me shout out some people. Oh snap, we got Da from LA. We got DJ Frankie up from NYC in the building. John Silver's out in Cali. We got Danny Van City out in Vancouver, BC. What's good? Yeah, man. So it's cool, man. You know, it's funny. I call them the peanut gallery. So there's a grouping that's on every time on the lives, and they'll have side convos in the comment section. So sometimes I'll do my thing and then I start reading stuff and they'll be cracking jokes and like, but it makes it that much more fun, you know, when I do these things, because I know, or at least like the feeling that I get is that they're enjoying themselves, they're having a good time. And especially with the Friday nights where it's the end of the week, you know, kick your feet up, maybe you're having a glass of wine and you're hanging out on the live, you're watching us banter, you're watching the guests on there, and maybe, you know, you become a new fan of one of the artists that I have on there. And that's huge, you know, even if they get one new fan out of it, you know, it's a big thing.
Every fan counts.
Definitely.
So, you got any new EPs or any new projects? I know you said
yeah, so I mean, you know, continually, you know, trying to work on some new ideas. I have there's a producer by the name of Mazen Ali out in Jersey. He sent me a couple of tracks to check out, which actually are quite dope. So I've been procrastinating a little bit, so I don't think he's on here, but I'm working on those. I do have 4 singles lined up for 2022, just a continuation of what I was putting out this year. Um, and then hopefully, maybe a couple more tracks on these collaborations that come my way. So we'll see what happens. But I got that. Continuing, Friday Night Hour. We're launching on internet radio, Indie 101.5 FM, coming starting January 1st, which is dope. And then we're gonna launch some merch based on the Friday Night Hour, so that's coming in mid-January. And yeah, I mean, just how we sort of planned it out. I was just looking at it, going over it with my manager, and basically we've laid everything out, which will take us really to like October. So now it's just like, okay, now we have everything laid out. It's just, all right, let's just make sure we execute it properly.
Right.
So, but dude, man, this your own TV. So, I mean, congrats to you, man. This is dope. You've been doing your thing for a minute too. So, congrats on what you do, man.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, man, for
Definitely.
sure.
Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. I really
Bro,
appreciate
I'm here. I'm here to hang with you, man. This is your show. I'm your guest, so there's no time limit for me. So, however, however you do your thing, man, I'm here, bro.
All right. We could go for a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever been on tour?
So, early on. So, my first EP I released back I'm originally from New York City. So, by the way, shout out to Real King Patrick and Doc Knows Music, as well as Invite.Only Studios down in New York City. That's my collaborative team since 2000. So shout out to them. My first EP I released back in 2003. And I remember in the beginning we had done like a little college tour along the East Coast of North America. But yeah, I was signed to 2 indie labels between 2001 and 2008. First one, kind of I sat on the bench for about 3 years. And back then it was more of my vibe was kind of like a Craig David-ish type of vibe, right? And at the time they didn't quite know what to do with, I'm Filipino, but with like an Asian guy singing R&B. Like, I mean, today is different, right? But back then it was like, well, what do you do? So, sat on the bench, which was kind of, a bit frustrating, but it is what it is, right? And then I had signed with this Asian-based label called Nemesis Records. So I was with them for about 4 years. And then on that, we released an EP with them. Again, did like the whole like college tour down the East Coast, and then as an indie label, ran out of money, right? So that from about 2009 onward, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna DIY it, right? Obviously collaborating with with my sort of shape what my sound is going to be going forward, right? So it took a few years to really, a few years of recording and sort of testing out different songs, different styles, different vibes, to get to the point where we're at now. So honestly, I'm super grateful to both of them for all this time that we've sort of collaborated together, right? Almost over 20 years, so it's kind of crazy, but it's definitely is important as an artist to really experiment and really find find your sound and not be afraid to experiment, because sometimes some people think like, oh, I'm a pop artist, but then like you find, okay, you're more R&B, or you're more like soul, or more like an indie pop. Like it just depends, right? It depends what you're feeling, and don't be afraid to switch it up too. You could do a project that's more R&B, and then your next project's like indie pop, but that might be what you're feeling at that moment in time, and what and what that creative flow is drawing you to, right? So, but I think nowadays is with all the tools at our disposal as independent artists and whatnot, it's, sky's the limit, on what you can do. It just, you make sure you have, a supportive team behind you, obviously your family as well, have people in your corner that, that are just as passionate as you now. That'd be hard pressed to find someone that's as passionate as you are, because you are going to be your biggest advocate. But to have, a nice grouping of support behind you always helps.
Right. This plays a big part too.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Well, I really appreciate this, bro.
Yeah, man. No, dude, I appreciate you having me on here, man.
Definitely.
No, wait, how long have you had your podcast now? I'm gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna ask you some questions now.
It's been about 2 years.
Nice. And you're based in Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's the tri-state area. Dope. Where in Connecticut?
The Hartford area.
Nice. All right, that's not bad. Yeah. Okay. You're like I don't know, it's like an hour-ish drive from Manhattan, kind of. 45? No, about an hour.
About 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Because you're closer to like Massachusetts, like New Hampshire, Rhode Island, like further east in Connecticut. Yeah. Gotcha. Dope, man. And you do and is it a podcast as well, or is it just you just do it on IG?
Yeah, it's a podcast.
Okay.
On Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Dope. All right, cool. Very cool. Very, very cool, man. Well, kudos to what you do, man. 2 years deep, 2+ years deep. So, I mean, I know the feeling, you do it because you love it. And I can tell that, that you have a vibe and you're passionate about what you do. So I appreciate you, having this platform as well.
Definitely, bro. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Showing love, man. Showing love.
Definitely, bro. Got my life jumping, bro.
I got you, bro. Dude, you should see, like, there was a few lives where we hit like 1,000, like over 1,000 viewers, and I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tonight it was bananas. But again, each one of you that takes the time to hang and tune in, not only to mine but to Rome's here, is, we appreciate you. That's that support. Honestly, just tuning in with your time, that costs nothing. I mean, but it costs nothing but time. But you know what? It's one of the best ways to support, independent creators, like ourselves, and we appreciate it. I mean, you don't even know how much we appreciate it.
Definitely, really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, for sure. Now, what do you have coming up for 2022? What's on the horizon for you, man?
A lot of content, a lot of interviews, and just more episodes.
Okay.
About to go crazy.
Dude, keep it going, man. There's only one way to go, is move forward, man. Keep moving forward. Keep trying to expand what you do. Showing that support for us indie artists as well. And like I said, I'll do the same. Anytime you have any posts, man, I'll reshare those stories for sure.
Definitely appreciate it, bro.
Nah, I got you, man. I got you.
All right, bro. Maybe we could do this again sometime.
Yeah, man, for sure. You know what? I should have you on the Friday night hour with Jay.
What?
Yeah, man, we could do something like that. We'll set that up for because I'm already into. Let me see. I think I booked January already, so we're working into February now. So let me know what Friday nights work for you, and we'll set it up, man.
Okay, definitely will.
Dope.
Right, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for having me on tonight, man. And you guys that are out there, hang on, let's give a shout out here. Let me see who's up in here. Shannon's at Marie XO, Steven Johnson, Dagada, John Silvers, Anna R. Artist, Gustavo's up in here, Rohat, Salim, what's good, people? Elif, Jacqueline, man, there's a bunch of people up in here. What's good?
Shout out everybody.
Appreciate you. And you know what it is? I try and shout out everybody, but it's like too many people. So I just I'll get like the first 15 or 20. And I'm just like, everyone else, thanks for being here. Oh, man. Yeah, man. And typically when you do your shows, your podcasts, like how long do you usually do them for?
It depends. Like I do interviews, some are like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Damn, okay. Okay. Shit, then mine must be long then. Usually I'll have yeah, I do mine for 2 hours because I have each guest on for about an hour, like 50 minutes.
Oh
So
wow,
it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of wild. But hey, people stick around, so that's awesome. I appreciate
yeah, that's
that.
good though.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, man.
All right, bro. Definitely will keep in touch.
We'll do. We'll do. Thank you, brother.
All right, bro.
Guys, make sure you know what, you're tuning in, that tap at the top there. Make sure you guys follow Go Roam TV. Show them some love, people.